Good morning. Today is February 14th, 2018. To some people, it is quote unquote Valentine's Day. For others, it's just another day. That's the category I fall under. It's just another day. But since it's a day that's geared toward love, let's talk about how people love running to social media to divulge their lives. I've been off of Facebook almost 2 years. I've been on a hiatus. I still do have Instagram, and that's only because I like to laugh at the memes and stuff. I don't post, stuff. If I do, it's like general or maybe like a repost or something, but it's few far and in between. Like I post like once every 5 or 6 months. Like I'm not really engaged. I'm not really engaging in social media like that. But I got rid of Facebook because what I realized is that ultimately I was sharing my real personal life or my experiences with a bunch of people who could give a shit less. When you post a status, you could just be like, good morning, everyone. You probably won't get a whole bunch of, responses. Some people may say it and, it didn't go about their business. But the minute you type something drama-filled, long out, all full in caps, you have all this engagement and it gets shared. And now now you become a topic of conversation and it just spreads like wildfire. I mean, you're volunteering your life on display. People no longer are calling and texting to see how you're doing. They know how you're doing based off of social media. They are content knowing that you're okay because they've seen a status being posted on your account. To them, that's confirmation that you're alive and you're okay. And they leave it at that. So, people are so obsessed and in love with the idea that social media is a place of comfort, or like social media has now become the therapist, of the internet. Like this is where people go to vent everything. This is the first place that they go to offload anything. I was reading something a mother had wrote to her son who had passed away. I mean, it was this long letter. I didn't even read it because first of all, it was intended for him. Because the letter, she said, to my son. And he had passed away, and it's this long letter. I didn't read it. One, because that's not my letter to read. That if that was a letter truly intended for her son, then she should have been okay writing it out or just verbally saying it to him and it be left in that moment. But no, she wants attention. She wants likes. She wants comments. She wants popularity. So she's going to put this on here, tug on your heartstrings and start getting you involved and engaged. And I get it, bitch, about 2 months later, she'll be trying to sell you some flat tummy tea or, some kind of other shit, That's what goes on. So I don't really carry sympathy for people who grieve on social media. I don't. I really don't. Because in order to be on social media and to be engaging, you have to have a device in front of you. Okay, so that means you aren't focused on whatever's going on. You're worried about your phone or your computer at this time because you have to get these thoughts out. So right now, the desire to be on social media is taking precedence over your grieving. And it just looks terrible. So I understand people saying, today I lost so-and-so, we miss him, we respect our privacy at this time. Something like that. I understand you making the announcement of death. But when you're trying to pour out your personal feelings about this person, social media does not need to know. When I see that, I'm like, you're just looking for attention. You're looking for likes. And let's be very, very clear. I don't care what preempted message they try to tell you before they start a video. If they try to say, I'm not doing this for attention, I'm not doing this for likes, I'm doing this for such and such. The mere fact that you're recording it with the intent to upload it, to share with the world, lets me and it lets everyone else know that yes, you are looking for attention. Because why else do we upload our photos and our videos and our lives other than for attention? We want someone to see what we wrote. We want someone to like it. We want someone to comment on it. Like, this is why you post. So yes, you are posting for attention. You're not just, doing it on a whim. Because if you were, you would have done it without having to record it. I've done a lot of good deeds for people. And I have not held a camera up not one time I'm talking, and I'm not talking about Christmas and stuff because, of course, I record Christmas when my child is opening gifts. At the time when I used to celebrate Christmas, I did, those things, yes, because there are moments that you want to reflect on. But the day to day deeds I've done for people that I don't even know, I didn't record that. I don't need to because I know I did it. That person knows I did it, and that's all that matters. But social media has become this otherwise a proof of concept that you really care. That is you use social media and the things you put on social media to prove that you care about something. It's like I put it on Facebook. I put it on Facebook. Like it's crazy. People, and then what people don't realize is they out here incriminating themselves. It's not. They're not gonna have to. Do too much to catch anybody after a while. I mean, people literally turn themselves in. It's this love and this obsession with social media. So again, I think that social media is a tool that should be used to unite, not further divide or for you to just want attention. Everybody posts something because they want it to be seen. Okay, when you post a picture of yourself, you personally want to be seen, because otherwise, why would you post it? I mean, because what is a posted picture other than taking it from your photo gallery and just putting it on another outlet? So now you have the same picture in just two different places, like a storage house for your fucking photos, basically. That's all it is. So it's like you're really doing it for attention. You're really doing it for attention. So I don't like I said, I don't play into people who grieve on social media. I don't take you serious at all. Because when I'm grieving and I'm sad, the last thing I'm thinking about doing is running to social media. That's the last thing I'm thinking about doing. It's not even in the forefront. It's not. So, I've been in the time that I've gotten off Facebook, and even moments before I even got off Facebook, I stopped posting my life. I stopped posting what was going on with me because I realized I was letting a bunch of strangers in on something that they didn't even care about. You are ultimately sharing your life with people who don't care. The people who really care already know what's going on before you even make it a status. Understand? So if you really have people who are relying on social media to be their guide to you and to know you and connect to you, that's sad. The love of social media has taken precedence over real life human interaction one-on-one, So on this quote unquote Valentine's Day, I would like everyone to love to keep the business to themselves and love one another in the process of doing so. And know that you don't have to use social media to prove anything to anybody. So if you are grieving, grieve. Social media ain't going nowhere. It'll be back. And then also, once you put it on the internet, and it reaches enough people far out, it's gone. And it's going to be out there for the period of time, depending on what the video is and how much clout this person has. But again, if you've uploaded a video and millions of people already downloaded it to their phone, you taking off the internet won't do anything because there are still 1 million copies circulating around, in the world. So we just need to be mindful of social media and stop running to social media to divulge our feelings to a group of people who don't care. And I get it. I feel like some people feel like maybe people don't care unless they're on social media. Like social media has become this powerhouse for human interaction. People don't just randomly go out and start random conversations anymore with people they don't know. There was a time that was prominent. Especially on the weekends when our parents got off from work, they was in the club. Socializing was a big thing back then. People really talk to one another. Now, when you go out, people stay amongst themselves. They don't talk to other people unless they're the group people, unless they have to, like it's a waiter, it's a forced interaction. Guys don't just walk up to women anymore and ask for numbers. Social media has just become the ultimate spokesperson, representative, and powerhouse for human interaction. And that needs to stop.